Good morning, dear students. This is Shiraz Malik, your SST teacher. Hope you all are doing well. Today, we'll continue from the sixth chapter of your political science. The name of the chapter is Understanding Media. In this chapter, you will read more about media. You will find out what is required to make it work, as well as the ways in which the media affects our daily lives. First, we'll discuss about the word media. Nowadays, media is an integral part of our daily lives. It is a term which collectively refers to television, radio, newspapers, internet, and many other forms of communication. These days, social media is an inseparable part of our lives. Now, dear students, what do you understand by social media? Social media refers to computer mediated tools that allow people to create, share, or exchange information, ideas, etc. Now we'll continue with the word media. Media is the plural form of the word medium, which means mode. In other words, it refers to the different ways in which we communicate in society. Since it refers to the forms of communication, everything from a small news item in the paper to the elaborate news in the TV channels, all can be called media. TV, newspapers, and radio are a form of media. Though it reaches millions of people across the world, these are called mass media. In other words, we can say that TV, radio, newspapers are a form of media that reach millions of people or the masses across the country and the world, thus, they are called mass media. Dear students, media refers to all means of communication. Everything ranging from a phone call to the evening news on TV can be called media. TV, radio, and newspapers are a form of media. Since they reach millions of people, that is why it is called mass media. Media is the plural form of the word medium, and it describes the various ways through which we can communicate in our society. In other words, we can say that media is the means of communication as radio and television, newspapers, magazines, and the internet that reach or influence people widely. Dear students, now we'll discuss about media and technology. It would be difficult for you to imagine your life without the media. Nowadays, life without media is very difficult. Cable TV and the internet are recent phenomena. There are two types of media: electronic media and print media. TV, radio, computer refers to electronic media, while newspaper, magazine refers to print media. Both print media and electronic media have played an important role in society and in social change. The names print media and electronic media depend on the different technologies these media use. Dear students, media and technology cannot be separated with each other. Technology creates media. The comic book you used to purchase is a form of media. The movie you used to watch by your mobile phone, computer, or cinema hall is also a form of media. The website you used to order and the newspaper you used to read and getting information or knowledge is also a form of media. We can say that everything by which you used to get information is media. Like right now, I'm explaining to you all through my YouTube channel. This YouTube is also called media, and without technology, it would not be possible. So, we can say that technology plays an important role. Without technology, media would not be exist. But remember, technology is more than just the media we are exposed to. Changing technology or machines and making technology more modern helps media to reach more people. It also improves the quality of sound and the images that you see. But technology does more than this. It also changes the ways in which you think about our lives. For example, today it is quite difficult for us to think of our lives without television. Television has enabled us to think of ourselves as member of a larger global world. Digital media and technology is one of the fastest growing concepts in the world. It has changed the way we do just about everything. It has made a considerable transformation in how we communicate. From TV to the internet, digital media and technology has provided tools to allow expression that was once only available to one's own mind. Audio, video, lighting, data, security, phones, and even heat and air conditioning ID going to digital format. Today, technology has provided tools to extract these images and thoughts to others. Changing technology or machines and making technology more modern helps media to reach more people. It also improves the quality of sound and the images that you see. But technology does more than this. It also changes the ways in which we think about our lives. For example, today it is quite difficult for us to think of our lives without television. Television has enabled us to think of ourselves as a member of a larger global world. Television images travel huge distances through satellites and cables. This allows us to view news and entertainment channels from other parts of the world. Most of the cartoons that you see on the television are mostly from Japan or the United States. We can now be sitting in Chennai or in Jammu or in Sagar and can see images of a storm that has hit the coast of Florida in the United States. Television has brought the world closer to us. Our next topic is media and money. We'll discuss from where the media used to get the money for all the arrangements. The different technologies that mass media use are expensive. Just think about the TV studio in which the news reader sits. It has lights, cameras, sound recorders, transmission satellites, etc., all of which cost a lot of money. In a news studio, it is not the only the newsreader who needs to be paid, but also a number of other people who help put the broadcast together. This includes those who look after the cameras and lights. Also, as you read earlier, the technologies that mass media use keep changing, and so a lot of money is spent on getting the latest technology. Due to these costs, the mass media needs a great deal of money to do its work. As a result, most television channels and newspapers are part of big business houses. Mass media is constantly thinking of ways to make money. One way in which the mass media earns money is by advertising different things like cars, chocolates, clothes, mobile phones, etc. You might have seen and you might have noticed the number of advertisements that you have to see while watching your favorite television show, while watching a cricket match on TV. The same advertisements are shown repeatedly between each over, and so you are often watching the same image over and over again. As you will read in the following chapter, advertisements are repeated in the hope that you will go out and buy what is advertised. So we can say that media companies make money from advertisements that are repeated to make people buy different things and services. This often becomes a challenge because media companies might not report the truth about themselves or their profitable clients. Now we'll discuss about the role of the media in a democracy. In a democracy, the media plays a very important role in providing news and discussing events taking place in the country and the world. It is on the basis of this information that citizens can, for example, learn how government works, and often, if they wish to, they can take action on the basis of these news stories. Some of the ways in which they can do this is by writing letters to the concerned minister, organizing a public protest, starting a signature campaign, asking the government to rethink its program, etc. Given the role that the media plays in providing information, it is very important that the information should be balanced. Let us understand what we mean by a balanced media report. A balanced media report is a report that reveals all sides of the story so that the readers are free to think about the next course of action. Since media has a significant role to play, it is very important that the information they give is balanced. A report is said to be balanced if it reveals all sides of the story so that the readers are free to think about the next course of action. For giving a balanced report, the media has to be independent. The term independent in the context of media means that there should be no control or influence on the coverage of news by them. In other words, nobody should have a say in what should and should not be included in a particular news report. An independent media would give reliable and unbiased news. There is a need for the media to be non tabloid. Tabloid media tends to sensationalize crime stories, astrology gossips about personal lives of celebrities, etc. There should be no paid news. However, the reality is that media is far from independent. This is mainly because of two reasons. The first is the control that the government has on the media. When the government prevents either a news item or scenes from a movie or the lyrics of a song from being shared with the larger public, this is referred to as censorship. Dear students, censorship means to stop or ban speech, public communication, or other information on the basis that such materials can be objectionable, harmful, sensitive, or inconvenient. Censorship can be conducted by governments, private institutions, and other controlling bodies. It is said that media is often controlled by business houses. Media does what these business houses wish. At times, it is in the interest of these businesses to focus on only one side of the story. The media is in constant need of money. Hence, it is essential for media to get linked. It is with advertising groups. In such a situation, it is very difficult for media to report against people who give them advertisements. Its close links to big business houses snatch its independence. It has to it has to do as per the wishes of these businesses houses. Media also tends to focus on a particular aspects of a story because they believe this makes the story interesting. One more thing, if they want to increase public support for an issue, they often do this by focusing on one side of a story. Thus, it is very difficult to say that the media is independent. So, dear students, now we have reached at the end of today's class. Let's have a recap. The topics which we had discussed in today's class is first word is media. Media is the plural form of the word medium, which means mode. In other words, it refers to the different ways in which we communicate in society. Since it refers to the forms of communication, everything from a small news item in the paper to the elaborate news in the TV, all can be called media. Next word which we had discussed in today's class is mass media. The means of communication that reach large number of people in a short time, such as television, newspapers, magazines and radio, is called mass media. There are two types of media: electronic media and print media. TV, radio, computer refers to electronic media, while newspaper, magazine refers to print media. Both print media and electronic media have played an important role in social change. Next word which we had discussed in today's class is censorship. Censorship means to stop or ban speech, public communication, or other information on the basis that such material can be objectionable, harmful, sensitive, or inconvenient. Censorship can be conducted by governments, private institutions, and other controlling bodies. Next, which we had discussed in today's class is media and technology. Media and technology cannot be separated by each other. Technology creates media. Changing technology or machines and making technology more modern helps media to reach more people. and advertising is the main source of money for media to earn money. Next topic which we had discussed in today's class is a balanced report. A balanced media report is a report that reveals all sides of the story so that the readers are free to think about the next course of action. And we'll discuss some more topics related to this chapter in next class, which is on Saturday now. Till then, good luck and take care of yourself. Thank you so much. Wait.